This presentation of high school basketball on FingerLakes1.com is made possible thanks to the support from Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, Dr. Jeffrey Halstead, PMD, DeSanto Propane, Generations Bank, Little John and Barbie Orthodontics, and Caselli Miller.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome into FingerLakes1.com's coverage of high school basketball. We are live from the Panther Den in Geneva, New York, as the Geneva Panthers host the Wayne Eagles tonight in a battle between two of the top teams in the Finger Lakes East standings. Paul Russo and Kyle Evans here with you courtside. Good evening, everybody. Kyle, last time we were in the booth in Wayne, a little bit of a power outage, but not expecting that tonight, luckily. Certainly a unique ending to all of our broadcasts, so we didn't have time to really finish up, but more on that in a little bit, because tonight, one of the games that we didn't necessarily maybe had circled on the schedule early on in the season, but as the season's progressed along here and we enter the second half of the year, it's become one of the games of kind of the season so far between Wayne, who we kind of expected to be up here, and Geneva, who admittedly I know I slept on to get the season started and have certainly risen through not only our power rings, but the Finger Lakes East standing and Class A standings in Section 5.
Yeah, I think Geneva's, we kind of knew they were going to be pretty good, but, only 2 losses. And one of their losses was in double overtime the other night against an undefeated Avon team. And then their first loss was against Newark, who we all know, we saw firsthand the other night, is a very, very good team. So, yeah, I would say Geneva's, playing really well this year. They beat a good Lions team. I forgot to mention that. So, yeah, this should be a really good one.
We are down here on the baseline, looking to get things going here in just a few minutes. Yeah, let's start with that Geneva side of thing here and go a little bit deeper as we look onto the schedule here. You mentioned, right, only 2 losses, 1 in league to get the season going, 1 out of league. And a team that finds themselves this year in Class A officially after being in Class B1 the past couple because of the restructuring. And, admittedly, like I said, I slept on them a little bit to get the season going here, but they certainly have found themselves in a good spot, averaging 61.3 points a game and allowing 48.8. So a really good overall kind of basketball team on the court. And we'll see what they can do tonight against a Wayne Eagles squad that certainly that we know is balanced, but certainly a bigger gap for them. Only 2 losses on the year, have to go all the way back into December for both of them down in Florida in a tournament. Since then, though, undefeated the whole way. It doesn't matter league or out of league for the Eagles.
Yeah, 6 straight wins. They were leading at halftime from that game the other night that, got suspended. So, yeah, they've been playing extremely well. They got 2 really good players in Cam Blankenberg and PJ Ostrowski. We saw against Newark, Ostrowski was doing a lot of the work down low, and they had a really good pick and roll they were using. Cam Blankenberg was still shooting, from the perimeter, but they seemed like they were working down low, trying to take advantage of Newark. So I think that's something that we're going to have to watch out tonight. Geneva's going to have to defend down low.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see. Now, Geneva, a unique part about them is they probably match up the best against the Wayne because of their size. They got a lot of tall players here looking here as we warm up. And a term that I used a lot recently is that hybrid style player, right, between a guard and forward combo. And certainly look like they got a number of guys who could probably fill that role to go against, say, a Cam Blankford or even PJ Ostrowski.
Yeah, and if you look at their starting lineup, they have 2 sophomores in there, and I think one guy that seems to be the biggest contributor, especially against Lions that night when they beat them, is DePatrick Overstreet. He's a really good shooter. Usually shoots a lot of threes. So, yeah, I think this is going to be a really good matchup. I think it's going to come down, to the final seconds, and we'll see who prevails.
Yeah, let's circle back to that unique situation Friday night up in Wayne in that Newark Wayne game. Caught up with Coach Bill Thompson for Wayne before the game, chatted with him a little bit and chuckled about how even for him in his over 30 years of coaching, he had never seen anything quite like that. It's got to be something when a coach of his stature and longevity that has not seen something like that before.
Yeah, that's the last thing I thought of when we were sitting there at halftime. I remember just looking straight ahead, and it goes out, comes back on quick, and then goes out again. And, you kind of knew from there that we weren't going to be resuming the game. But, yeah, we had a great first half. It was very interesting, very close. So, yeah, I can't wait for that game to resume Wednesday night.
Yeah, next Wednesday the 24th. That's going to be a 6 p.m. tip-off. I know a bit of an early start for a lot of RC teams there. We were hoping to get back up there and finish out our coverage of that game. For Geneva, they enter a pretty interesting, about we'll call 10-day stretch of games themselves beginning tonight. I caught up with assistant coach Tyler Collins before we got on air here, and he said this is probably going to be their toughest stretch so far in the season, in his mind, being tonight with Wayne, and then Newark Friday night, then wrapping up next Monday on the road in Lyons. So beginning of a really good and important stretch nonetheless for the Panthers here tonight.
Yeah, you got to start off this stretch on the right note. Tonight, it's a huge game. If you can take down Wayne, obviously the confidence level will be huge. You need the league win. They win tonight, they tie Newark in the league standings. So, yeah, huge game for them. And obviously that Lions game next week is huge as well, even though it's not a league game. But, they beat Lions the first time around, but now they got to go to their place.
Yeah. So one to look forward to there. Kyle, minutes ticking away here. Toss over you where you keys the game before the game tonight.
Yeah, I think if you're Wayne, kind of do what you were doing against Newark. Like I said earlier, I think the pick and roll with P.J. Strauski was working very well. And obviously Cam Blankenberg's still going to shoot his threes, so, do what's been working all year. But remember, when he scores 25 or more points this year, the team's 6-0. So if you kind of let him get to that mark, you're in a little bit of trouble. And I think if you're Geneva, just keep doing what you're doing and try to limit Blankenberg. You're not going to be able to stop him totally. But defend. I think defense is huge for that tonight. And don't let them get easy baskets down low with P.J. Ostrowski because, we've seen he can put up 20 points tonight.
Yeah, I know he was certainly well on pace for that Friday night when we saw him up there. Let's go around the Wayne Finger Lakes basketball lineup tonight quickly here before we get things going because we aren't just the only action in town in terms of actual games played. On the boys' side thing, we begin in Wayne County. Williamson's at Sodus. East Rochester is at Red Creek. Gananda is at Clyde Savannah. Couple non-league affairs in Bloomfield at Leroy, and then Lions currently taking on that Avon team. Kyle, I know you said that they were up. You took a quick look at that game before we went live.
Yep, about 4 minutes into this, 4 minutes left in the first half. They were up 25-19, and remember, Avon's undefeated, so this would be a great win for them.
And a couple Finger Lakes East games in addition to ours here tonight. Midlakes is at Marcus Whitman, then Minders at Waterloo. That's Seneca County rivalry taking its first chapter on the season there. On the girls' side of things, Young Women Academy is at HAC in a non-league game. Then we get to the west between Honeoye and Naples. Hilton at Canandaigua up in the Monroe County division with Brighton at Victor. South Seneca at Red Jacket. Geneva at Wilson and Early College there. Edison is at World of Inquiry in Southwest. That's another non-league game there. And then Rhinelander at Bloomfield and Dundee Bradford at Marcus Whitman on the girls' side of things. And make sure every night you check out fingers1.com for our write-ups and stats reporting. Kyle, always doing a good job with that. We'll always look forward to, if I'm not still up and about, first thing I usually look at in the morning.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Obviously, it's going to be a little late here tonight, but going to try to get out as soon as possible. And we got a few good matchups on the slate. Even on the girls' side, you have Dundee Bradford, who's undefeated, going to Marcus Whitman.
Yeah.
So maybe there's a chance that they could, hand them their first loss.
Yeah, so around a minute and a half here until pregame festivities get underway. Quick note here as well. I mentioned the league implications here, but there's also a sectional implication that we'll touch on here probably more at halftime. Wayne and Geneva at 1 and 3 respectively in the East, while they're at 4 and 7 respectively in sectional side of things. So a lot on the line tonight for a couple teams looking to not only make their mark in league play, but also the sectional play as well coming up here in pretty much a month now, actually. It's kind of crazy how quick the season always flies by.
Yeah, I think we're just under 30 days left in terms of games, and obviously they don't play Sundays, so that limits the days even more. So, yeah, teams have some games to make up here in this stretch, and like you said, Geneva's got a tough stretch coming up.
Paul Russo, Kyle Evans here with you courtside in Geneva for Wayne at Geneva. Looking forward to this one between the Eagles and the Panthers. Been a couple years since we've been down here in the Panther Den. One of the more unique courts in the Finger Lakes East. You don't see many anymore where the bleachers are on one side and the benches only on the other. But beautiful rejob done about 5 or 6 years ago now. And really appreciate the hospitality that the Panther administration has given us here tonight to be courtside for this game.
Yeah, it's my first time here tonight, and I will say I was pretty impressed with the way it looks in here, and can't wait to see this game.
So both teams retreat to the bench here. And still the music going, though, so I'm guessing we still have a couple more minutes here. Now it shuts off the old announcer's jinx coming in pretty strong there, Kyle, I'd say. So just a minute, we'll turn over here to the PA announcer in Geneva for national anthem and other pregame festivities. Maybe not. I know each school is a little bit different in nature. as a couple of Geneva Panthers retreat back from the locker room as well.
Maybe it's because it's a little later and they kind of
Yeah,
want to get things
JV
going.
didn't go a little bit long. It was a really good game, though. The Wayne Eagle JV team came out victorious 49-42, and there we go. Now we're retreating back and getting ready to go here for the national anthem in just a second. About, at the moment, half capacity crowd, but again, comes into play a tough spot here. I know we bang the drum a lot on this one. Oh. So the second official is not quite ready to go yet. That's interesting. Oh, there he goes. Now he comes out. So I know, Kyle, hopefully everybody's staying safe driving-wise today. It was a little bit slick out there in a couple spots, so hopefully everybody's all right there. But nonetheless, we're here, so I'll turn it over to the PA announcer here in Geneva, and we'll get pregame festivities underway. Welcome back, everybody. Paul Russo and Kyle Evans here with you courtside in Geneva. Both starting lineups just announced here. You're at Geneva, a little bit of a hiccup there, but we luckily had it right, at least on our sheet, Kyle, with Ben Ireland getting the nod over to Sean Bruce. But you'll certainly see Bruce. He's one of the leading scorers typically sometimes on the stat sheet. He had 16 the other night against Waterloo. So Geneva will be heading towards us to get things going in this game, with Wayne heading away from us. Wayne in their road blues, Panthers in their home whites. It'll be Larson Porter and Warner taking the chip here at half court. Officials are ready to go, fans are ready to go, players are ready to go. Ball's in the air and we're underway with Geneva winning the tip. And Overstreet controls point. Swings it now for Willingham. Back into the corner near side for Green. Green now dumps it in for Overstreet. Works a spin move by Warner. Back top of the key. Now into the corner for Green. Green top of the key for Larson Porter. Now into the corner. Ireland bangs it home. Ben Ireland.
Great start, great ball movement for Geneva there.
Now full court pressure here from the Panthers to Wayne. They're able to break it though. Schechtel with it now. Right side wing, top of the key now with Blankenberg. Back to Schechtel. Now into Ostrowski. Finds a cutting Warner. Now tied up down low. Cardinal sin of a big guy. He's going to get bailed out though with a foul. And two guys were down there. Let's see what they're getting on. They'll get it on Ben Ireland, the senior, who just hit that three. His first, team's first.
Yeah, with Warner's size, I feel like they needed to start doing that more. We didn't see a whole lot of Warner involved down low last game against Newark, but he's got great size.
And right into Blankenberg go the Eagles, and he is into the scoreboard. 3-2 now, the Panther advantage on the Eagles. 7:14 to go, first quarter of play. They'll reset top the key. Larson Porter now dribbles it right side wing. Into the corner now for Ireland, met there by Blankenberg. Now goes and resets top of the key with Green. Green now to Larson Porter, now back into the corner for Ireland, right in front of us here at the table. Dribbles it back out, now reset top of the key with Green. Green wing his options, 2-3 zone for the Eagle, 10 on the shot clock. Larson Porter now dumps in for Overstreet. Overstreet power dribble, lay in, up, no good, too hard, and rebound by Ostrowski. They'll swing it for Blankenberg, who will bring it up slowly. No full court pressure by the Panthers this time with 6:41 to go in the first quarter. Panthers now settle into a 2-3 zone of their own. Maybe it's more of a 2-1-2 as the Eagles are playing pitch and catch. Blankenberg, corner three-pointers, good.
There's the dangerous corner three they got to watch out for.
Panthers were going to waste no time, but think better of it. Eagles able to get back quickly on defense, so the Panthers reset on offense. Top the key, Larson Porter swings it for Ireland, right side wing. Now into the free throw line for Willingham, but he's going to get fouled. It's going to be on the floor. Schechtel picks up the foul, his first, team's first.
One thing you notice early on with Wayne is their defense is very tight. You know, they're moving around, not giving very open looks.
Overstreet has it on the inbound, kicks it to the corner, no good. Three-pointer Green, second chance opportunity though is good from Tashawn Willingham.
Got a rebound there.
Full court pressure again by the Panthers here on this possession. Ostrowski back to Blankenberg now, gets it up court. They're able to break it with Habecker into a cutting Ostrowski. Power dribble, floater's good. And the Eagles answer back on the Panthers. Another bucket advance for them, 7-5. Their lead, 4:44 to go in the first quarter. Larson Porter now playing pitch and catch with Green on the wing. Top the key, Larson Porter now. Met there in that 2-3 by Wayne. Dumps in for Overstreet, now into the corner for Willingham. Swings it and resets with Green, now top the key, Larson Porter. He'll drive through the lane, kicks it corner, wide open, Ireland on the way. Nothing but net.
Wow, what a start to this game. Back and forth.
So 5:19 to go, first quarter of play, and the Panthers with a 1-point advantage. Blankenberg to Ostrowski, breaking the pressure with Habecker now back and reset Blankenberg. He'll run the offense on this possession. Panthers still in the 2-3. Swings it over for Habecker, left side wing. Uses a screen through, top of the key. Gets it to Blankenberg, works through, skip pass to Warner. Three-pointer from the big fella, short, and rebound by Willingham. Here come the Panthers back this way. Willingham with it, resets top the key. Larson Porter into the corner for Green. Back to Ireland on the right side wing. Top the key, Larson Porter. Open, Willingham on the block. Works baseline. Back, top the key. Three-pointer, no. Up fake by Ireland. Finds Green in the corner. Dribbles through baseline. Floater, no good. Ball tipped around. Rebound by Schechtel. Gets it to Blankenberg, and here come the Eagles now on offense once again. Schechtel far side wing with it. Now top the key, Blankenberg. Waiting for Coach Thompson's instruction for offense. Swings it now, Habecker into Warner, but pass intercepted by Willingham. Here comes Willingham running point on this one. Gets it to Arwen. Corner three-pointer on the way. No good long. Too hard. Rebound Overstreet. Second chance for the Panthers here to go. Tip out. Ostrowski with the steal. Ostrowski with it now up to Blankenberg. He'll work back top of the key and reset the offense. Now swings it left side for Habecker on the wing. Takes a dribble back to Blankenberg. Now to Schechtel into the cutting Ostrowski. He tries to find Warner, but pass intercepted by Overstreet. Here comes number 15 for the Panthers. Top of the key, swings it now for Green, right side wing. Skip past to Larson Porter on the left side wing. Back to Overstreet, working free throw line. Turnaround Baby J, no good, and rebound by Warner. Ostrowski running point on this possession, dribbles it up, ball poked from behind, but brought in by Blankenberg on the wing. He'll drive through left side of the lane. Lane, no good, and we'll have a late whistle as Blankenberg will head to the line for two.
Yeah, on the defensive end for Wayne, they're doing a great job not giving a lot of open looks. Ireland's actually the only one who's been, seems like, most wide open here. And obviously he's converted once, but you got to watch out for that.
So Caden Larson Porter picked up the foul, his first, team second. Blankenberg connects on his first. First substitution in is Xavier Praler for Geneva. We had Andrew Green. Blankenberg second on the way and good. So 2 for 2 from the stripe. 8-9, the Wayne lead over Geneva. 3:25 to go first quarter. Willingham now with it, left side corner. Now dumps into the free throw line. A bit too hard, though, for Overstreet and stolen away. Blankenberg. Here come the Eagles back the other way. Schechtel in the right corner. Dumps into the cutting. Ostrowski on the block. Laying no good, but he himself's now go ahead to the line for two. Geneva fouls go against Caden Larson Porter. That's his second, team's third. Ostrowski to the line for the first time tonight. 1 for 1 on field goals. His first no good. First, another sub coming in for Geneva. Timmy Moore will come in and get Caden Larson Porter. Ostrowski in that game Friday night was the leading scorer going into halftime. No good on that free throw. 0 for 2 on that trip for PJ. Here come the Panthers running it Overstreet. Top of the key there for Moore. Now into the corner again for Ireland. Up fakes, now drives through. Ball on the ground. He's on the ground. Good hustle effort by him. Ball tipped out. It'll be last off of Geneva. And Wayne Ball coming the other way.
Yeah, a little sloppy there. Got to take care of the ball in this type of game.
So Blankenberg will be running point here. And we see Geneva in the full court pressure. 2-2-1 for first time in a couple possessions here, and the Eagles are going to be able to break it. Blankenberg 2-on-1, had numbers, but now not anymore. Warner had it, stuffed by Ireland, and here he comes the other way. Not quite with numbers. He swings it into the corner. Three-pointer from Praler on the way, blocked by Cam Blankenberg. Sends it packing as Wayne will have their first sub of the game coming in. Aiden Twist, the sophomore guard, he'll get Josh Warner.
Yeah, Blankenberg doing it on both ends of the floor. What has he got? 5 of their 8 points, or 5 of their 9 points, sorry.
Yeah, he has more than that. He has 7 of their 9. So inbound goes to Ireland, and back top of the key with it is Overstreet. Swings it for Willingham. Now into the corner, and blocked again by Blankenberg.
So quite the first quarter for him.
And Moore with a good look there until Blankenberg came flying in. Moore the inbounder. Got it right in front of our table here. Goes to Ireland at the wing. Ball poked there by Habecker, but he's able to retain possession. The Panthers will reset with 15 on the shot clock here. Moore in the corner now, works baseline. It's all about reverse lay, but no, he'll dump it off. Two-pointer, no good there by Praler, and here come the Eagles the other way. Blankenberg with it now. Running point once again, 2-3 zone for Geneva. Schechtel far side wing, right side with it now. Back top the key twist. Habecker, corner, Blankenberg, three-pointer, no good short, gets his own rebound, second chance opportunity. Oh, the right idea to find Ostrowski, but Blankenberg ends up with it getting poked from behind. And a foul here. Timmy Moore will get dinged with the foul. It'll be his first, team's fourth, with 1:56 to go, first quarter, 9-8. The Eagle advantage over Geneva. Inbounder Schechtel goes to Blankenberg, fresh 35 for the Eagles. Blankenberg once again the floor general on this possession. The Schechtel now working free throw line was Ostrowski. Back to Blankenberg, now right side wing with Schechtel. Back into the block with Ostrowski. Skip pass. Blankenberg, wing three-pointer. Rims out, no good. Ball tipped around. Second chance, so Ostrowski laying no good. Third chance, so Blankenberg is good. Cam Blankenberg not to be denied on that one. Praler with it. Swings it for Overstreet. Top of the key for the Panthers. Takes a dribble now back to Praler. Into the corner. Ireland, another three-pointer from him on the way. No good short. Ball tipped around in the hands of Twist. Finds a cutting Blankenberg up court. By himself, laying up, no good. It's going to be a block foul. Ben Ireland got in there a bit late with Blankenberg in the air.
Man, he went flying in there.
I think he wanted to dunk it, but saw Ireland coming out of the corner of his eye and thought the better of two evils there as Ireland collects his second, team's fifth. He looks not quite shaken, but he's definitely a little bit banged up after that. Blankenberg 2 for 2 so far from the line. And no good on the first. Substitution comes in for Ireland as Andrew Green, the freshman guard who started the game, checks back in. Blankenberg's second on the way and is good. Has accounted for 10 of the 12 win points tonight. Eagles up 12-8, 1:10 to go first quarter of play. Green running point, man-to-man so far in this possession for the Eagles, and poked away from behind Ostrowski. He gets the steal, picked up by Twist, now back to Blankenberg. Back over to Twist on the right side wing, dumps into the block. Ostrowski, power lay-in, no good. Good defense there by the Panthers. Near they come the other way with Willingham. Willingham back top the key, Overstreet. Overstreet corner. Long two-pointer by Praler on the way, no good, and rebound Ostrowski. Now to Cam Blankenberg. He'll bring it up court. Sub-minute to go, 40 seconds for the Eagles. Baseline twist, lay-in, no good. Blocked by Overstreet. An excellent job there by him. It will remain Eagle possession.
Some great defense on both ends. You got blocks and steals and everything here in this first quarter.
38 seconds on the game clock, 20 on the shot clock. 10-second differential for the Eagles. Inbound goes to Habecker. Now corner three. Blankenberg, no good long. Nobody there. They're on second chance. Rebound for Schechtel. He misses the land and rebound. Burned by Overstreet. 28 seconds on the clock. No shot clock for the Panthers. Overstreet with it now. Swings it over to the corner for Green. And we have a foul before the shot gets off. And we'll have a block foul called on the Eagles. Jonas Schechtel will get charged with the foul. His second, team second. Both Wayne fouls goes against number 3. And inbounding will be Geneva. As Josh Warner comes back into the game, he'll get Schechtel. Inbounding will be Timmy Moore. Baseline underneath his own basket, left side of the lane. Zone defense for Eagles. Inbound goes in now with corner. It's Green. It will be kicked ball violation on Twist. Remain Panther ball.
Just looking here, I didn't realize Andrew Green's the youngest player in the court, just a freshman.
Yeah. Easy inbounder. He'll find Praler. Works baseline. Pass goes a bit wide and intercepted it by Twist. Twist out, dribbled out. Tries to find Blankenberg and does. 10 seconds on the clock. Wayne will take last possession here. Weighing his options, now 5. Warner screen coming in the 2-3 zone. 3 now. Blankenberg drives through, pulls up jumper at the buzzer, no good. And now wrap up the first quarter of action here in Geneva. The Eagles with the 12-8 advantage. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on FingerLakes1.com.
Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant. Order online at cicinos.com. Live, laugh, and eat well. It's the Italian way. DeSanto Propane. Since 1937, the difference has been DeSanto Propane. Rosselli Northern, supporting local construction since 1929 with premium products and quality service.
Welcome back inside Geneva High School here in Geneva. Panthers and the Wayne Eagles going at here tonight. Eagles with the 12-8 advantage. Paul Russo and Kyle Evans here with you courtside. Happy you could join us here this evening. Kyle, fast-paced first quarter after a little bit of a delayed start in the game. And it's been, on Wayne's side of things, Cam Blankenberg show, 10 of the 12.
Yeah, you just stole my line. I was going to say it's been the Cam Blankenberg show. It has been for, most of the games. He's on his way to another 30-point night. Who knows, maybe even more. But yeah, and he's been impressive on both ends, not just scoring. He's had a couple blocks, a couple steals, or at least one steal, I think.
Yeah. and 2 blocks. So,
Yep.
like you said, Wayne Eagles will have possession to start the second quarter. Twist with Warner, Ostrowski, Blankenberg, and Habecker out there. Geneva is going with Moore, Willingham, Overstreet, Praler, and Green. Eagles with it. They're already going. Habecker top of the key with it. Drives through and now kicks it for Blankenberg. Skip pass to Warner. He'll launch a 3 from the corner. No good long. Rebound by Twist. Blocked though. Third chance opportunity over by Ostrowski. No good. Ball tipped around on the 4th. Ostrowski comes away with it. That time it's good.
Ball's just flying everywhere there. A lot of second, third, fourth chance opportunities.
Absolutely chaotic possession there for the Eagles. They get the first bucket, though, of the second quarter. Geo possession now. Willingham with it. Dribbles and now dumps it off for Moore. Top of the key. Wayne in a man-to-man kind of hybrid defense, I'll call it at this point. Top of the key. Moore now finds on the corner. Praler dribbles through and blocked by Warner from behind. Cam Blankenberg with it now, bringing it up with 7:07 to go in the first half. Corner for Habecker, now dumps in for Warner on the left block. Little baby hook, no good. Rebound by Ostrowski, and it's going to be last off, poked from behind by Green, so will remain Wayne possession.
One thing you're noticing when Geneva gets the ball, they're having trouble getting to the rim, and they don't really have many open shots. The defense has been swarming.
7 minutes to go in the second quarter, 24 on the shot clock for the Eagles. Oh, a little alley-oop action. Oh, no shot there. No, foul will be called late as Twist went to Blankenberg, and then we'll get Xavier Praler with the foul, his first, team's first on the quarter. Blankenberg, first trip to the line in the second quarter for him, 3 for 4 on the night so far. Blankenberg sends the first home. And then a stunning turn of events joins P.J. Ostrowski as the only Wayne Eagles scores in the second quarter.
Looked like Coach Thompson was like upset about that alley-oop.
Yeah, I don't know if it was exactly the smartest move, as we'll have Geneva possession after Blankenberg missed the second free throw. Ball was tipped out of bounds by Ostrowski. And Panther substitution. Caden Larson-Porter checks back into the ball game. He'll get Xavier Praler. So quasi starting 5 out there for the Panthers with Timmy Moore drilling them instead. Moore with it, corner, now with Willingham. Willingham just have to go back to Moore. Thought about skip pass, ends up in Larson-Porter's hands anyway. Right, or left side corner rather with Green. He'll dribble back out, now top the key with Moore. Moore now to Willingham, all about a jumper, but thinks better of it and passive. 15 on the shot clock for the Panthers. Here comes William, works baseline, no good on his layup. Stuff by the backboard, ends up in the hands of Moore, and blocked by Warner on his floater attempt. Rebound by Ostrowski. Twist with it on the rebound now with Blankenberg, and they'll reset top of the key with 6:15 to go in the first half. Habecker with it, finds Ostrowski on the block. Oh, nice little turnaround on the left side, but no good on the lay-in. And rebound by Larson-Porter. Here he comes, little Euro step. Oh, beautiful find to Green, but he misses on the layup. Looks like he lost possession of it. Habecker the rebound, gets it to Warner, and now Habecker will be the one taking floor general duties for the Eagles on this possession. Finds Warner working through the line, now finds Ostrowski a bit alone on the baseline. His lane, though, stripped away by Willingham, rather. Willingham will go coast to coast. Oh, reverse lane, good! To Sean Willingham with a beautiful reverse lane. That will cause our first timeout in the game by Coach Thompson. Will be his 32nd at the 5:42 mark to go in the second quarter.
Probably a good timeout for you to catch your breath a little bit. Up and down we go.
Yeah.
P.J. Ostrowski, though, on the offensive end, is having a little trouble finishing at the rim. I think that's 3 or 4 times now he hasn't been able to finish on a layup.
Dr. Jeffrey Halstead has been Canada's hometown dentist for more than 35 years, offering routine dental care as well as cosmetic dentistry, implants, and dentures by their highly trained and experienced staff. Visit them online at canadiquidentistry.com or find them on Facebook and Instagram. So first horn blows, second horn out. Geneva breaks their huddle first. Willingham, Overstreet, Larson-Porter, Green, and Moore are still on the floor for them. The Eagles will remain with their same 5 on the court with Warner, Habecker, Ostrowski, Twist, and Blankenberg. Full court pressure, the 2-2-1 zone by the Panthers. On the Eagles, they bring it up with Twist. Now back to Blankenberg. You have to get above half court, and now does. Swings it back over to Twist. He'll bring it top of the key now. Panthers fall into a 2-3 zone. Habecker with it, left side wing. Dumps into Ostrowski. Left alone on the block. His lane's good.
Just after I said he's having trouble finishing, he finishes.
Larson-Porter with it, swings it for Green. Now working at the free throw line was Overstreet, and Josh Warner's going to get dinged with the foul. That'll be the Eagle first team foul of the quarter and Warner's first personal on the night. Fresh 35 on the shot clock, 5:15 to go, second quarter. Larson Porter with it, swings it for Moore. Right side wing, now dribbles back out and top the key with Larson Porter. Back to Moore. Corner now for Willingham. Dribbles around, now finds at the free throw line, Larson Porter into the corner. Green, his three-pointer, no good long. Rebound gets tipped around. Blankenberg will be the one coming away with it. Picked up his dribble, though. Double team, but finds Warner. Gets it up to Habecker, but the pass too high and hard to handle. Intercepted by Willingham. Here come the Panthers with it. Top the key, Larson Porter. Andrew Green now left side corner, back now with Larson Porter at the top of the key to Moore. Working baseline with it now, Willingham. Willingham takes a dribble, now back out and resets at the wing with Moore. 14 on the shot clock for the Panthers. And lazy pass, Moore gets intercepted by Twist. Twist left-hand lane, good. Excellent job by him.
9-point lead, their biggest lead so far.
19-10 with the 4:22 mark left to go in the second quarter. And Wayne Eagles find somebody to score than Ostrowski and Blankenberg. Beautiful job by Moore, working baseline. Finds Green in the corner. Three-pointer on the way. Rattles out, no good, and rebound by Blankenberg. So Blankenberg will slow it up on this possession, and the Eagles will try and do some hard count, as we'll call it, football style with Habecker. Now into Blankenberg. Three-pointer from him is good. And Coach Collins will call the timeout here on this one, as the double-digit lead for Wayne is enough for the Panther timeout.
Yeah, the Blankenberg show continues. He's getting defensive rebounds and, scoring on the other end, doing what he does best all year, and this is why the team is, off to such a great start.
Full timeout by the Panthers with 3:54 to go in the second quarter. Sure, stick with us for our Drasano Propane halftime report. We'll recap all the action of the first quarter and talk about some action elsewhere going on in the Wayne Finger Lakes. Rosselli Northern supports upstate New York construction with over 400 employees, 250 trucks, 9 ready-mix plants, 4 blacktop plants, 100-plus pieces of heavy equipment, and 40 aggregate mines. But their most important number is your bottom line. Contact Rosselli today at 315-433-5115 and see why Rosselli Northern has been the choice for contractors and project managers since 1929. And Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant. Visit Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant at their original Waterloo location or their all-new renovated location in Geneva. Dine-in, take-out, delivery, and catering and banquets. Order online at Cicinos.com. Live, laugh, and eat well. It's the Italian way.
Yeah, one thing, remember, this Geneva team is averaging 61 points per game this year. 14 minutes in and some change, they only have 10. So I think that kind of goes to show how good Wayne's defense has been. And, I just don't think Geneva's had that many open looks other than Ireland, a couple corner three-pointer attempts.
So Wayne will keep their starting, or not starting, but the same 5 on the floor for them. Twist, Habecker, Warner, Ostrowski, Blankenberg. Geneva with possession, they break with Willingham, Ireland, Larson, Porter, Green, and Overstreet. So the starting 5 out there for Geneva. Wayne will settle into a 1-3-1 zone on this possession. So a couple different looks for the Eagles as Larson Porter has the top of the key, drives through the lane, finds Ireland in the far corner. Three-pointer, no good long. Rebound, though. Overstreet blocked on the second chance by Warner.
That's got to be the 6th or 7th block for Wayne as a team.
3:42 to go, a de facto fresh shot clock, 34 for the Panthers as the inbound goes top of the key for Willingham into Overstreet. Now working baseline, Larson Porter, reverse lane for number 23 is good. 22-12 now, the Wayne Eagle lead with 3.5 to go in the half. Habecker has it, now swings it for Ostrowski. He'll bring it above half court now finds Habecker on a skip pass, left side wing, gets it top the key. Twist three-pointer, good, Aiden Twist. And just like that, Aiden Twist, your leading second quarter scorer for the Eagles. Overstreet with it for Geneva. He works through the lane, pass tipped around and intercepted. Aiden Twist, have yourself a minute.
Yeah, and he's only a sophomore.
Or rather, Blankenberg had it. Now it's hands off for Twist. Back to Blankenberg on the wing. Skip pass over to Habecker on the left side wing. Now top the key with Twist. Swings it now, Blankenberg now working baseline to Ostrowski. Back right side wing, Blankenberg top the key with Twist. Guarded there by Green. Now swings it for Habecker. He'll dribble back to the top of the key. 10 on the shot clock. Blankenberg will take a dribble. Long distance 2 is good.
Man, he's such an elite shooter. Can do it everywhere.
And 27-12, biggest lead so far of the night in the game. Eagles with the advantage on the Panthers. 2:28 to go, second quarter. Overstreet through the lane. Beautiful spin move, reverse lane, and one.
What a move.
Now Patrick Overstreet with an answer and trying to get through the hard way. And I can't wait to see this matchup continue on in the future. Blankenberg, sophomore. Guess what? Overstreet, sophomore.
Yeah, and I think if Geneva's going to come back in this game, they're going to need him to contribute a bit more.
Overstreet's free throw on the way. Rattles out, no good, but second chance with the Panthers. It's Larson Porter, no good on his layup. Ball tipped around. Third chance for the Panthers, though. Green collects it. Ball tipped around. He's able to save it from going back court to Ireland. So here come the Panthers with a second chance opportunity. Larson Porter in the corner finds a cutting Willingham baseline. Skip pass back out top the key. Green on the way, no good. And rebound there, Blankenberg. 2 minutes to go, second quarter. 27-14, the Wayne lead over Geneva. Blankenberg swings it to Twist and back to Blankenberg. Now gets it to Habecker, left side wing. Uses the Warner screen, now finds Blankenberg to the corner with Twist. Back to Blankenberg. Swings it now top the key, Habecker. Guard there by Green, now guard by Ireland. Is Twist at the top. Swings it back to Habecker. 10 on the shot clock. Long distance three by Blankenberg, no good, but second chance. Ostrowski, beautiful little spin move and good. Little baby hook for PJ Ostrowski, back to the 15-point lead, 29-14. Green with it, now gets it to Larson Porter at the top of the key, swings it back to Green on the wing, right side, into the corner for Overstreet. Now skip past to Larson Porter, into the corner, Ireland, three-pointer on the way for number 4, blocked by Blankenberg.
It's unbelievable. I think 7 or 8 blocks has got to be.
And now Blankenberg will slow it up here, bring it up court with 1:05 to go in the second quarter. Now hands it off for Twist. 23, now 22 on the shot clock and a minute on the game clock. Light defense by the Panthers as the Eagles are more than willing to drain some clock here. Waiting for Coach Thompson to give the signal with probably 10 on the shot clock. Tell them to wait a little bit longer. Now they're getting going with 8. Here comes Habecker, now into Warner. Skip pass, Blankenberg, they left him alone at 3. He'll dribble in, take an elbow jumper, no good. Ball tipped around, rebound by Larson Porter. Here come the Panthers. 3-second shot differential to game clock. Hands off Willingham. Blocked though by Blankenberg on his layup attempt. And the Eagles will take one shot here. Or they'll try to anyway. 20 seconds to go, game clock here. Blankenberg running point. He's just on the logo, other side of the half court line. 2-3 zone defense by the Panthers. Hands off to Twist with now 10 on the clock. Twist, nobody there to give him. Now swings it for Habecker, back to Twist. Takes a dribble to Blankenberg, 5 on the clock now. Let's get past to Habecker. He'll launch it, 1 second, no good. Second chance, so tip, no good by Blankenberg. And that will wrap up the second quarter of play here from Geneva, with the Wayne Eagles holding a 15-point advantage, 29-14 on the Panthers. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back with the DeSanto Propane halftime report here on FingerLakes1.com.
This live presentation of high school basketball on FingerLakes1.com is made possible thanks to the support from Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant. Visit Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant at their original Waterloo location or all-new renovated location in Geneva. Dine in, takeout, delivery, catering, and banquets. Order online at Cicinos.com. Live, laugh, and eat well. It's the Italian way. Dr. Jeffrey Halstead, DMD. Dr. Jeffrey Halstead has been Canandaigua's hometown dentist for more than 35 years, offering routine dental care as well as cosmetic dentistry, implants, and dentures by their highly trained and experienced staff. Visit them online at CanandaiguaDentistry.com or find them on Facebook and Instagram. DeSanto Propane. DeSanto Propane is 4 generations strong as a trustworthy, family-owned business with unmatched customer service. Go online at DeSantoPropane.com for more info or call toll-free at 1-800-752-4574 today. Since 1937, the difference has been DeSanto Propane. Generations Bank. Generations Bank has been serving the financial needs of the Finger Lakes region since 1870. Generations combines the best of modern banking with the dedication to our local communities. Whether you are looking for a checking account, CDs, a home improvement loan, you name it, we have what you need. We are committed to serving and giving back to our communities. Visit us at mygenbank.com. Littlejohn and Barbie Orthodontics. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Check out Dr. Rod and Dr. Liz online at littlejohnortho.com. And Rosselli Northern. Rosselli Northern supports upstate New York construction with over 400 employees, 250 trucks, 9 ready-mix plants, 4 blacktop plants, 100 plus pieces of heavy equipment, and 40 aggregate mines. But their most important number is your bottom line. Contact Rosselli today at 315-433-5115 and see why Rosselli Northern has been the choice for contractors and project managers since 1929.
Welcome back in here, courtside in Geneva for the Panthers and Wayne Eagles. Paul Russo and Kyle Evans here with you on FingerLakes1.com. And welcome into the DeSanto Propane halftime report. 29-14, the Eagles up over the Panthers, Kyle. And simply put, second quarter was pretty much all Wayne Eagles.
Yeah, they outscored them 17-6 after a 12-8 first quarter. Obviously, Cam Blankenberg is the difference in this one. Blocks, points, doing it on both ends of the floor, on his way to another 30-point game. So yeah, just super impressive, and obviously PJ Ostrowski's chipping in as well. So this is why Wayne's such a good team, led by Blankenberg.
Yeah, I mean, it pretty much became his show there through the second quarter in a way. I mean, it began in the first quarter. Him and PJ Ostrowski take the honors for leading the quarter and scoring in the second quarter for the Wayne Eagles there. For Geneva, I don't know, it's weird. They're playing good, but it seems like Wayne's just defense presence on this end of the court just seems to be kind of making the difference really in this game.
Yeah, their leading scorer is Ireland, who has 6 points, and he's had 4 or 5 looks from the corner. But other than that, it doesn't seem like their other guys that are usually key contributors are getting those open shots. They usually do shoot quite a bit of three-pointers, and that's just not really working out right tonight. I think Wayne's defense is just very good, and that's their focus coming into the game is, get back and play solid defense.
Yeah, like I said, it's kind of like one of those things where they are trying to attack the middle, but it kind of seems like it's not working, and then they're just kind of have been on it. The Eagles have been anyway, especially on those corner threes. Blankenberg has about, by our estimation, 4 blocks at the moment. So, yeah, it's one of those things where I think the Eagles kind of know at the moment that the Panthers are just going to shoot right away anytime they get the ball above the three-point arc.
Yeah, look at it this way. Cam Blankenberg has outscored the entire Geneva team. So, like I said, they got to get other guys going on Geneva, especially their guys like DePatrick Overstreet, Andrew Green is a big contributor. When they beat Lions, those guys were, in double figures. And so far in this first half, I'm not sure if any of them are, or maybe one of them will get there, but I think they need three guys to kind of get double figures to, come back in this game. They need like an 8-0 run, 10-0 run.
Yeah, I mean, anything is possible here. We got about 4 minutes and 10 seconds here on the halftime clock as Wayne, just as I was about to say it, Wayne breaks the locker room first out of the two teams. Maybe a bit of no surprise there. Obviously, everything's quote-unquote going right for them at the moment. Let's do a full-fledged scoring breakdown here. Not a ton of names, only 7 total between the two teams that give you here for this. As Kyle, you mentioned, Cam Blankenberg leading the way with 16 for the Eagles and the game. PJ Ostrowski with 8, and then 5 for Aiden Twist, who had himself a nice little about minute and a half of offense and defense for the Eagles there in the second quarter.
Yeah, hit a big 3. Like I said, he's just a sophomore, so if they can get him going too, that'd be another huge addition to this team.
On the Geneva side, like you mentioned, Gal, Ben Ireland with 6 total points leading the way for them. 2 threes came early in the first quarter from the corner. It seems to be his hot zone of sort. That's where he was pretty much taking all his shots from even.
Yeah, I think maybe Wayne's focusing on those other key players, which is kind of leaving Ireland open in the corner. So maybe that's why Ireland's been so open, because they're focusing on the other guys who are usually the top scorers.
Sean Willingham has 4 and then 2 points each for Patrick Overstreet and Caden Larson-Porter to round out the scoring for the game so far between the two teams. So not exactly a deep and balanced threat between a ton of players here tonight, but who knows what we might see here in the second half. All right, let's go back around the Wayne Finger Lakes here. We mentioned a couple games. I know you have a score update, Kyle, on one of them.
Yeah, we have the Lions. They went to Avon tonight and handed Avon their first loss. They came into tonight's game 12-0. So I would say that's a huge win for them. They bounced back from that loss to CG Finney, that 6-point loss. So yeah, huge non-league win, and I'm sure, or maybe not, but that win might push Lions up in our power rankings on Upstate Hoops on Monday.
Yeah, no, I've still been hanging on to them at least in the top 5, I'm pretty sure, all year. And,
because remember, Geneva lost to Avon in double overtime.
Right, yeah.
So.
And, I know we're looking, not to go too deep into the inside baseball portion of things here a little bit, but we are looking at that Geneva Lions game next Monday to maybe go up and broadcast. So always something to keep an eye on there. And we haven't been up to the Lions Community Center yet, and always a great setup up there. So hopefully looking forward to that next week. But keeping that mindset, only one more game this week on our FingerLakes1.com coverage of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball, and that comes Friday night at 7:30 up in Wayne County as the Minders Blue Devils and Palmac Red Raiders girls lock horns. The two teams at the top of the Finger Lakes East standing on the girls' side of things. We're looking forward to that game and working with the students once again up at Palmac.
Yeah, Palmac has just one loss so far this year. Minders has just, I believe, 2 losses. So yeah, it should be a very good game between two really good teams and obviously well coached. So yeah, you should have a lot of fun watching that one.
Yeah, a couple really good coaches there, obviously, and Dan Harris for Palmac and Matt Verkey for Minders. So looking forward to that one. And then the Upstate Hoop podcast Mondays at 2 p.m. Make sure you tune in for that, as well as now Geneva finally breaks hell with that 1 minute to go horn on the halftime clock. So Wayne's been out here for about 3 full minutes getting some warm-up shots and everything, and Geneva will not get any. It's definitely a rarity in today's game that you see that happen.
Yeah, especially the way the first half went. Struggling to score, just 6 points in the second quarter. And just looking at this game sheet here, it looks like they haven't scored less than 47 in an entire game, and they have 14 through 16 minutes.
Yeah, that 47 comes in that aforementioned Avon game, the
Yeah.
double overtime game. So
Isn't that wild? 47 in double overtime.
yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where it's always, games like that always kind of raise your eyebrow a little bit. I remember back, I'll date myself a little bit. I remember watching the Syracuse-UConn 6 overtime game live back in the day, and you never know what you see in multiple overtime games any given time, offense or defense.
And one note on Blankenberg, if he does reach 30 points tonight, it would be back-to-back games, 30 points, because obviously that game on Friday was suspended.
Yeah, he's over halfway home on that mark for tonight. That suspended game getting going next Wednesday the 24th up in Wayne, the second half of that contest. So both teams break the huddle with Wayne coming at us on offense this half and Geneva going away from us. Starting 5 for both teams. Panthers will start with the ball. Green, Larson, Porter, Willingham, Ireland, and Overstreet. For Wayne, it will be Aiden Twist with Habecker, Ostrowski, Blankenberg, and Warner. So Schechtel will not start the second half for Wayne. Here we go, underway. Willingham with it to Overstreet. Kicks it into the corner for Green, and 2 points for Green into the... And here we go, Wayne with it now. Full court pressure by the Panthers. Langenberg with it now and gets it above half court as the Panthers get the first bucket of the second half. Habecker top of the key with it. Swings it over for Twist. Now back at the top of the key, Habecker. Wing with it now. Twist back to Habecker. A little pitch and catch between the two, but that's going to be broken up as Blankenberg has it now. Right side wing. Skip pass corner for Twist. 3-pointer on the way. Bang! And Aiden Twist gets on the score sheet for the Eagles, the first one of their second half. 32 now, 16, the biggest lead of the ball game, 16 up. And Panthers might get away with over and back. No harm, no foul though, as Ireland with it now into the block for Overstreet. Skip pass into Green, floater on the way, no good. A rebound for Ostrowski. So 1 minute down, 6:49 to go in the third quarter here. Blankenberg with it, kicks it for Habecker. Left side wing, top of the key with Twist, finds the cutting Habecker, and pass intercepted. Larson Porter up to Green, the floating pass a bit too long. Saves it from going out of bounds to Overstreet, into Larson Porter, laying up and good.
Early timeout here.
Yeah, Geneva will take it here with Coach Ed Collins. It will be a full timeout for the Panthers. So the timeout situation following this now to get the second half going. Wayne was not able to use their 30-second use it or lose it timeout in the first half. So 3 full timeouts remaining for both teams and 1:30 for both teams as well.
Yeah, and how about Aiden Twist, the sophomore, up to 8 points now? Possibly could get into double figures here. I'd say that's quite the confidence boost for him. Obviously, Cam Blankenberg and Ostrowski have been, the biggest contributors all year, but seeing a guy like this, just a sophomore, kind of contribute, that's great to see.
Slide presentation of high school basketball on FingerLakes1.com is made possible thanks to the support from the following sponsors: Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team. Share a common goal to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. You can visit Dr. Rod Littlejohn, Dr. Liz Barbie online at littlejohnortho.com. Dr. Rod Littlejohn, Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our local area high school athletes. So both teams break the huddle. Panthers first and then Wayne. Same 5 on the floor for the Panthers and same 5 on the floor for the Eagles. Twist will be the inbounder, and he'll go to Blankenberg. We're back on our way at the 6:30 mark of the third quarter. No full court pressure on this time, but met there in a 1-2-2 box-and-1 zone, I believe is what we're seeing from the Panthers. Ostrowski in the far side corner. He'll drive through baseline. I'll kick it back to Twist. Up fake, now drives through the lane. Finds the cutting Habecker on baseline. Pass tipped away, will remain Eagle ball off the hands of Willingham. Excellent job there by Willingham. Came over like an NFL corner on that one. Blankenberg, the inbounder, finds Twist. Now goes to Habecker at the top of the key. Swings it back to the inbounder, Blankenberg. He'll drive through from the free throw line. Finds Twist in the corner. Three-pointer from him, no good. Fouls it, though. Ball tipped around. Ends up in the hands of Ostrowski in his lane. Good.
Ostrowski into double figures now, 10 points.
Yeah, his first bucket of the third quarter pushes him there, 34-18 now, the lead with 5:52 to go. Third quarter, Overstreet with it. Turnaround baby hook is good. Nice little move by DePatrick Overstreet. So 34-20 now, the lead for the Eagles. Twist with it now, right side wing. Dribbles top of the key, now swings it to Warner in the corner. Back to Ostrowski, now swings it to Blankenberg at the top of the key. Man-to-man defense for the Panthers. Habecker with it, guarded by Ireland, top of the key. Swings it now for Ostrowski, 10 on the shot clock, guarded by Overstreet. Calls for a screen, doesn't use it, now swings it for Warner. Up fake, 5 on the shot clock. Twist has it, and he'll travel before he's able to get the pass off. Eagle turnover, and Panther ball come the other way. We'll have our first sub of the second half. Twist checks out. Jonah Schechtel in.
Yeah, Coach Thompson not too happy with him. Took him right out of the game.
Yeah, that was a tough one. This guy got a little bit ahead of himself. Right idea, poor execution. Here come the Panthers. Larson Porter with it, swings it for Green right side wing. Now takes a dribble top of the key with Larson Porter. Dribbles into the elbow. Jumper no good. Rebound Overstreet. Second chance opportunity for Geneva. Overstreet with it now. Guard by Ostrowski. Now swings it back. Top of the key reset Larson Porter. To Willingham now on the wing. Swings it back. Larson Porter drives through. Ball tipped around. Last off of the leg of Larson Porter and Wayne Ball.
So one thing on Geneva, they've already matched their whole second quarter total with 6 points here in the third quarter.
They'll need a little bit more of that and a couple more stops, and they'll find themselves right back in it. Wayne with it. Blankenberg bringing it up court. A little bit slowly has been the norm the past couple possessions of a set out of bounds. Hands off for Habecker at the top. He swings it to Warner. Left side wing. Now resets Blankenberg. Dumps into Ostrowski on the block. Up fake double team. He'll show up the layup and no good. Rebound by Larson Porter. Larson Porter has been predominantly running point here for the Panthers and does so on this possession. Once again, top of the key will pitch and catch with Ireland. Into the corner for Willingham. Up fakes now, takes a dribble. Swings it back, Ireland. Left side wing. Skip pass to the right wing with Larson Porter. Swings it into the right corner for Green. Now reset back with Larson Porter at the top. Hands it off for Overstreet. He's double teamed with Warner and Schechtel. Takes a dribble and takes a jumper. Nothing on that one. And rebound by Habecker. Wayne possession halfway through the third quarter. Swings it corner. On the way, three-pointer. No good from Schechtel. Rebound, though, tipped from behind by Ostrowski. It's going to be an over-the-back foul on PJ.
And again, Coach Thompson not happy with his player.
Yeah, it's one of those unnecessary fouls. Was going to be a tough one for him to get anyway. His first, team's first of the half, or of the quarter, rather. And three-pointer on the way from Willingham. No good. Rebound, though, Overstreet. Second chance for the Panthers. Swings it back out for Ireland. Now top of the key with Willingham. Takes his dribble. Now dumps in for Overstreet. Working elbow through the lane. Blocked by Warner, and we're going to have a foul. And this is going to be, in my mind, definitely the right foul here, as Warner got him clean up top, but it was down below. It looked like where the contact came. So Warner picks up his third, team second. He's the only player really in any true foul trouble as it stands right now.
Yeah, I guess it was only time until they called a foul on one of the blocks.
Yeah. Overstreet to the line for the second time tonight, 0 for 1 on his previous trip on the end. One opportunity in the second quarter. Ball rolls out, no good on this attempt. Coming back in the game, Aiden Twist, he'll get Josh Warner.
Yeah, when you're down 14, free throws are even bigger. You got to make these.
Timmy Moore comes in for Geneva as well. He'll get Ben Ireland. Overstreet with the ball, taking his dribbles for a second opportunity. And a bit of a jump I saw. Got back in time, though, so Overstreet's free throw is good. 1 for 2 on that trip, 34-21, the Wayne advantage with 3:30 to go in the third quarter, rather. Blankenberg with it, swings it to Twist, now top of the key for Habecker, guarded there by Moore, man-to-man again by the Panther defense. Hands it off once again for Twist, now back to Habecker at the top of the key, Twist to the wing, drives through, now kicks it to the corner for Schechtel. Dribbles through the lane, now kicks it back to Habecker in the corner, 13 on the shot clock. Finds a cutting Twist, now he'll take a dribble, long distance two-pointer by him, short, rebound Ostrowski, ball tipped around. And coming away with it's going to be Willingham. Here come the Panthers the other way. 3 minutes to go in the third. Oh, coast-to-coast move there by Willingham, and his lay-in's good.
Just like that, we have an 11-point game.
Sean Willingham on the board for the first time this half. 2:50 to go in the third. Blankenberg with it. Hands it off for Habecker in the wing. Now gets it a Twist in the corner. Guard there by Larson Porter. Finds a cutting Schechtel, and his lay-in a bit too hard. No good, but he's sending the line for 2. And Andrew Green already claiming a guilty conscience on that one, knows it was him. So at the line, Jonas Schechtel, first trip tonight, looking for his first points on the night. Green's first foul, by the way, is the team's first on the quarter. Schechtel's first on the way and good. Panther substitution, Xavier Praler comes in and gets Andrew Green. Schechtel back at the line with the ball for a second. On its way, rattles around, no good. Ball tipped around though, and Blankenberg's going to have it, and it's going to be coming the other way though. As Blankenberg on this one will get dinged with an over-the-back foul. Position, position, position. That's what I always will tell people on that one. So Blankenberg's first, team third. Geneva with it now. Willingham left corner and double team zone, and it's going to be pass tipped and intercepted by Twist. The come up front was Timmy Moore, but he's able to get it to Blankenberg before a tip. They'll go back to Twist though in the wing. Now back to the cutting Blankenberg, right block. Oh, a little floater from behind the basket, no good. Gets his own board. And second chance, no good. He sends the line for 2 though. And survey says Overstreet, the Patrick Overstreet will pick up the foul. His first, team second.
Blankenberg's looking for his first points here in the second half.
Blankenberg's fourth trip to the line tonight. 4 of 6 on the previous trips. No good on this first attempt, though, in the third. 2:17 to go in the third quarter here. 12-point advantage for Wayne, 35-23 over Geneva. Blankenberg's second is true. So his 17th point of the ballgame and first of the third quarter pushes the lead back to 13, 36-23. Larson Porter with it, swings it for Willingham on the left wing. Met there in the Wayne zone, double team style. Back to Larson Porter, directing traffic, dumps it in to Willingham. Works at free throw line for Overstreet, drives through the lane, met there by Ostrowski. Lane no good, second chance though by Praler's going to be stripped away by Blankenberg, and here come the Wayne Eagles. Blankenberg with now kicks a corner, Twist left alone on the way, and nothing but net, Aiden Twist.
He's been very impressive tonight, up to 11 points.
The sophomore pushes the lead back to 16 for the Eagles. First time in about 2.5 minutes their lead gets that big. Corner, Praler. He'll dribble through the lane, now dumps it off for Willingham. 20 on the shot clock, 1:33 in game clock in the third. Gets it to Moore in the corner, dribbles out and finds Overstreet, free throw line. Ball tipped around, and so it'll be staying Panther ball last off of Blankenberg, I believe. Andrew Green checks back into the ball game. Caden Larson Porter checks out. Moore will be the inbounder, 13 on the shot clock, 1:26 game clock for the quarter. Moore baseline underneath his own basket, left side, inbounds it in to Green. Willingham, top of the key, goes back to Green at the wing, takes a dribble, skip pass to Moore. Now on baseline for Praylor. Power dribble, lay in no good from the right side. Ball tips around, second chance rather, coming up, and we'll have a shot clock violation.
Not something you want down 16.
Yeah, that caught me off guard. I didn't realize that the ball didn't hit rim on that one, so Andrew Green couldn't get the layup off in time, and Wayne Ball coming back the other way. Blankenberg running point once again for the Eagles. He'll get it to Habecker. Left side wing. Thought about going to a cutter, but doesn't. And instead, he'll go to Twist in the corner. We got under a minute to go in the third. Twist with it. Oh, wide open. Habecker in the corner, but he'll dig it back out for Schechtel. Schechtel now works baseline. We'll have a travel on number 3. And it will be Panther ball coming our way with 51.3 to go in the third quarter. More a running point on this possession for Geneva, as the Eagles are in a 3-2 zone, we're going to call it for the time being here. With Praylor now, his pass a bit too long. Intended target was Overstreet. Rather, Willingham was the one who passed it. Panther substitution, Larson Porter in. Willingham out with 40.5 seconds to go. 35 on the shot clock, so about 5-second differential on those for the Eagles. Blankenberg running point. Swings it now for Habecker. Back top of the key with Schechtel. Now to Twist, left side wing. 22, now 20 on the shot clock. Twist still with it, guarded by Moore. Tried to dump in for Strowski, but still away from behind Overstreet. 20 on the clock. No shot clock for the Panthers. He'll drive through. Corner for Green. Now reset Larson Porter on the wing. Drives through, finds Overstreet on the block. And we'll have a foul on the floor before you get the shot up. And he got shoved from behind. I believe it was going to be by, I'm going to say Schechtel was the one who got him from behind. Schechtel collects his third, team's fourth. So we'll join Warner in foul trouble for the Eagles. 12.7 to go, third quarter of play, Panther ball. Moore, the inbounder. Eagles in a man-man defense here on the inbound. They'll go up top for Larson Porter. He'll corral it in, but it has to get it to Overstreet now. 7 on the clock. Finds a cutting Praylor. Kicks it out for Green on the wing. Has to dump it back into Praylor. 1 second now, and it's going to come of nothing as the third quarter wraps up. Excellent defense there by Wayne to wrap up the quarter. 39-23, the Eagle advantage. We don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter of action from Geneva.
Dr. Jeffrey Halstead, DMD. Visit them online at CanandaiguaDentistry.com or find them on Facebook and Instagram. Generations Bank. Generations Bank, serving our communities since 1870. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Little John and Barbie Orthodontics. Check out Dr. Rod and Dr. Liz online at littlejohnortho.com.
Welcome back in here on FingerLace1.com. Paul Russo and Kyle Evans here with you courtside in Geneva. The Panthers hosting the Wayne Eagles. We head to the fourth quarter of action. Wayne up 39-23. And Kyle, it felt like Geneva was able to make some inroads, but if you look at the stat sheet, it says otherwise, as the Eagles were able to outscore them 10-9 in the third.
Yeah, and believe it or not, their 9 points in that third quarter were the most they had in either of the first two quarters. It's going to be a tough hill to climb, down to 16 with 8 minutes to go. I think you're going to have to go on some run to get back in this game.
Yeah, Panthers were able to get down to 9-10 at a certain point there in the third and just couldn't quite continue that on as the Eagles were able to keep going. So Wayne will have possession to start the fourth. Court for them, Twist, Blankenberg, Habecker, Schechtel, and Ostrowski. For Geneva, it's Moore, Larson Porter, Green, Overstreet, and Praylor. Schechtel with it, left side wing, now top of the key. Habecker handed off for Ostrowski. 10 seconds already off the clock. Hands off for Blankenberg now. Top of the key reset with Twist. Twist swings over for Habecker now. Left side wing, takes a dribble. He'll go through the lane. Kick it back out for Schechtel, 15 on the shot clock. Finds the cutting Habecker working baseline. Thought about going to Blankenberg, but doesn't. Now hands it back off for Schechtel. Sub 10 on the shot clock. And Schechtel, unfortunately, looks like the pivot leg dragged. And we'll have a substitution. And Ben Ireland checks in the game for Geneva, getting Timmy Moore.
A lot of self-inflicted wounds for Wayne here in the second half. Some travels, just a little bit sloppy, and Coach Thompson's not very happy.
Here comes Geneva now with it. Praler has it, right side corner. Skip pass top of the key to Larson Porter. Swings it to the other corner now for Ireland. Ireland now will take a dribble out and reset with Larson Porter at the top of the key. Now swings it for Green, right corner. Three-pointer on the way, no good long. Rebound by Ostrowski. We're going to have a foul, and Jonas Schechtel will pick up his 4th foul, team's first on the half. So here comes Josh Warner back into the ballgame for Wayne. He'll get Schechtel. So tough sledding here. The first 48 seconds of the quarter for both teams. Inbound goes to Ireland. He'll take a three from the corner, rattles out, no good, and rebound Ostrowski. Here comes Blankenberg with it the other way for Wayne. He'll cut through lane, dumps off for Warner on the block, laying up and good.
Great pass.
And Josh Warner on the board for the first time today, the senior center. 41-23, biggest lead of the ball game, 18 for the Eagles over the Panthers. Larson Porter with it, kicks it for Overstreet. Overstreet now into the corner for Green. He'll dribble out now, right side wing, guarded by Twist. Top the key reset with Overstreet, drives through. Blankenberg with it now, and the Panthers for a minute showed some pressure, but they'll fall back. And Blankenberg will dump it off for Twist on the right side wing, guarded there by Ireland. Now to Warner in the corner. Warner with it now, gets it to Ostrowski, gets it to Habecker. Now back top the key, Warner, 15 on the shot clock. Twist with another three-pointer on the way, no good short, and rebound brought in by Larson Porter. Larson Porter bringing it up for Geneva now. He'll go coast to coast, lay in no good. He sent to the line though for 2. And Josh Warner will pick up the foul. His 4th, 2 seconds. So a couple guys in foul trouble. Schechtel and Warner with 4 each.
Yeah, and the one thing that Geneva's done very well in this second half is they've limited Cam Blankenberg. Only 1 point here in the second half.
Larson Porter to the line for the first time tonight. First on the way, no good. As Schechtel will come back in and he'll get Warner. It's only the 3rd trip to the line tonight for the Panthers. 1 for 4 as a collective team so far. As Larson Porter will release his 2nd attempt, and good. So 41-24, the Eagle lead with 6:04 to go in the contest. Regulation at the time being. Blankenberg above half court, now to Habecker. Left side wing, weighs his options, and this goes top the key with Twist. Swings it over for Ostrowski. Ostrowski weighs his options, and instead we'll just go to Schechtel at the top. Swings it for Twist now. Left side wing, takes some dribbles at the free throw, at the above the three-point line, hands it off for Blankenberg. Blankenberg guarded by Larson Porter, 10 on the shot clock. Uses the Twist screen on him and switches off for Green. Green there on defense, swings it for Habecker, 4 on the shot clock. 3, now 2. Habecker has it, swings it for Twist, and Twist not going to get it off in time. And a shot clock violation for the Eagles. Excellent defensive possession for Geneva.
Yeah, again, not letting Blankenberg get open.
Here comes Geneva on the possession here, looking to cut the lead by another bucket here. Larson Porter with it, now swings it for Green. Green back to Larson Porter at the top of the key. Swings it in for Praler, who was working baseline. Used the up fake, but instead gets it to Overstreet, cutting through the lane. Ball tipped by Habecker, now the corner for Ireland. Back up to Green, but pass intercepted by Twist. Aiden Twist having by far one of his best games of the season. And Blankenberg over above half court, and Coach Thompson will take a full timeout with 5:06 to go in the 4th. 41-24, the Wayne advantage here. About 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. This live presentation of high school basketball on FingerLakes1.com is made possible thanks to the support from the following sponsors. Generations Bank has been serving the financial needs of the Finger Lakes region since 1870. Generations combines the best of modern banking with dedication to our local communities. Whether you're looking for a checking account, CDs, a home improvement loan, you name it, we have what you need. We are committed to serving and giving back to our communities. Visit us online at mygenbank.com. Generations Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. And DeSanto Propane. DeSanto Propane is 4 generations strong as a trustworthy family-owned business with unmatched customer service. Go online at DeSantoPropane.com for more information or call them toll-free at 1-800-752-4574 today. Since 1937, the difference has been DeSanto Propane. Paul Russo, Kyle Evans here with you courtside in Geneva. Panthers trailing the Wayne Eagles 41-24. 5:06 to go in the 4th. Wayne breaks their timeout huddle first. For them, Schechtel, Blankenberg, Habecker, Ostrowski, and Twist on the floor. For the Panthers, they'll break their huddle with Larson Porter, Ireland, Overstreet, Green, and Praler. Be Wayne possession. Inbound sideline just in between their bench and the score table. Inbound will go to Blankenberg, guard there by Larson Porter, and ball tipped away from Blankenberg. It will remain Eagle ball. About 5 seconds straight in the clock there. 5:01 in the quarter and 24 in the shot clock for Wayne. Inbound again will go to Blankenberg. He'll just take the safe route, head into the backcourt, grabs it there. Habecker now with it, finds the cutting Blankenberg, and he's heading to the line for two. And Larson Porter picks up his third personal foul, team's first on the quarter.
So far, Blankenberg's only points here in the second half have been from the free throw line. Has a chance to add 2 more.
Yes, after 60 in the first, he's only had 1 in the second half. His first on this trip is good. Pushes the lead to 42-24 for the time being. Ball back for the second. Releases and on its way and good. So 3 of 4 in the second half for Blankenberg from the stripe. 43-24, the advantage. 19 for the Eagles on the Panthers with 4:49 to go in the game. Ireland with it, swings a corner. Green blocked again by Blankenberg. Blankenberg another corner block, but Panthers going to have a second chance possession with it, 20 on the shot clock. Overstreet with it, skip past Ireland. Now back in the corner for Green, and pass intercepted, intended for Ireland, stripped away by Aiden Twist. He'll get it off for Blankenberg. Gets it to Habecker. Back to Twist in the corner. Thought about going to the cutter and Blankenberg rather. Dumped it for Habecker. Now back to Twist. Works baseline. Back top the key. Habecker. Habecker with it. Picks up the dribble. Now passes it to Twist. He'll launch a 3 from the wing. Rattles off. No good. Rebound Ostrowski. Second chance. No good. Third chance going to happen. No. Rebound Ireland. Foul will go the other way as a couple bodies hit the floor. The ball hits the floor. And Schechtel collects his 5th foul. Schechtel's 5th, team 3rd. Joe Schechtel will check out the ball game with 1 point on the night from the free throw line. So Josh Warner checks in for him. Geneva also has a substitution. It's Deshaun Willingham will check back in for Andrew Green. Inbounder Larson Porter goes to Overstreet, and Patrick Overstreet will bring up the ball for the Panthers with 4 to go in the 4th. Panthers looking for something here to get a late push. Moore has it now into the corner for Willingham. Dumps into the block for Paler. Reverse lay-in, no good. He'll head to the line for 2, though, and this is going to be interesting. Where they will call the foul on Stephen Habecker. Habecker's first, team's 4th. To the line is going to be Xavier Praler looking to get on the board for the first time tonight. Praler's first on the way is good. Cuts the lead to 18 for the time being. Praler with it. Back for his second, releases it, and good. Xavier Praler, 2 of 2 on that trip. 17 the deficit for the Panthers, 43-26 with 3:45 to go. Look up Habecker. He'll hand it off to Ostrowski at the wing. Guarded there by Praler, who pokes it away from behind, and a bit of a sketchy moment there. Praler couldn't quite get to it in time before it went out of bounds, and we'll call in football terms the Eagle territory.
Yeah, and one thing about this 4th quarter so far, we've only had 7 combined points, and Geneva only has 3.
Yeah,
so not that 4th quarter push they needed.
Yeah, it's been a rough one collectively for both teams here. Ostrowski with it, top the key now. Warner swings it for Twist, left side wing. Back top the key, Blankenberg. Guarded there by Larson Porter. Now double team with Moore, 10 on the shot clock. Gets it to Twist, up fake, drives through. Jumper from the elbow on the way, no good. Ball tipped initially by Larson Porter. And give credit to Warner, was able to tip it off of Larson Porter. Eagle ball, fresh 35 on the shot clock, 3:18 to go on the game clock. Blankenberg, the inbounder, goes to Ostrowski. Now swings it for Habecker. Into the corner now, Blankenberg dumps in on the block for Ostrowski. Left lane, lay-in up and rattles out, no good, and rebound Overstreet. Overstreet running up court quickly here, as quick as he can. Those points are of the essence. Lay-in, no good, blocked. And last off of Overstreet, off of him, Josh Warner, block off of Overstreet's leg. So 3:04 to go in the 4th, 43-26. Eagle advantage. Habecker running point on this one. Swings it for Twist, right side wing. Guard there by Moore, now into the corner for Warner. Back to Blankenberg. Swings it back top the key to Ostrowski. Now a bit of pitch and catch around the 3-point line for the Eagles. Twist with it. Skip past Warner. Three-pointer on the way from the corner. No good, but he's going to get his own rebound. Fresh 35. We are going to have a whistle here. Couldn't quite see. And P.J. Ostrowski's going to get called with the foul. His second. We'll call a whole foul when he was trying to get the board. So Geneva's going to head to the line for two. They're in the bonus. So Xavier Praler head to the line for two. One trip on the night for him so far. 2 of 2 coming about 2 minutes ago, game time wise. Taking his dribbles, Praler, and releases on that one. Rattles around and in. Praler, the junior forward. Has the ball back for a second. He releases and it's on its way and good. So Praler with a nice little trip at the line so far in the fourth quarter, 4-4. And Coach Collins will take a timeout for the Panthers here with 2:41 to go. In the fourth, it will be a full timeout for the Panthers.
And believe it or not, Geneva's actually outscoring Wayne 5-4 here in the fourth quarter. Just 9 combined points.
And it's gotten the lead cut down to 15 in favor of the Eagles now. Going to take a little bit here, but crazier things have happened on the basketball court as we've seen. So you never quite know, but by any stretch, if the Eagles are able to put up another bucket or two and Geneva's not able to connect, probably about wraps it up here from Geneva. But you never know.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. Even a 10-0 run here, and they're still down 5.
Yeah.
So I would say, yeah, it's probably pretty much it here.
Make sure you stick around for a Little John Barbie Orthodox Smiles and Style post-game show. We'll be joined by our Cicino's Pizza and Restaurant Player of the Game, and have a pretty good feel of who that more than likely will be, but you never know as things develop here in the final couple minutes. I think the early nod probably has to go to Cam Blankenberg for obviously his first half of offense, but really more importantly, it kind of been his defense more than anything collectively through the game. And by few, I mean 5 blocks.
Yeah, and I would say he's maybe 3-4 rebounds off from, a double-double. He's had a lot of rebounds, too.
Yeah. So Wayne inbounding at full court pressure here by Geneva. Wayne has it. Habecker gets it from the inbounding Twist. He's able to break the pressure and gets it back to Twist above half court. And now the Eagles are going to hold here. Habecker controlling it on this possession. 2:30 to go, 23 on the shot clock. Guarded by Willingham. Gets to the corner for Twist. Thought about shooting, but he's going to do an up fake and just work some time. Ostrowski with it now in the wing. Hands it off for Blankenberg. He's met there by a double team. Finds Twist in the corner by himself. Finds a cutting Ostrowski. Ball on the ground. Blast off of Praler. Wayne will retain possession with 2:15 on the clock, 9 on the shot clock. Blankenberg, the inbounder, guarded by Larson Porter. Gets it into Ostrowski, now to Habecker. 5 on the shot clock, gets it to Blankenberg, up fake, drives through, has to get a shot off, and it's going to be another shot clock violation for the Eagles.
Yeah, we've seen 1 on Geneva, now 1 on Wayne.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy there as a couple of substitutions comes in for Geneva. Andrew Green and Ben Ireland check in. Timmy Moore and Sean Willingham will check out. Overstreet bringing it up. 2 minutes left here to go. 15-point lead for the Eagles on the Panthers. Overstreet with it. Swings it for Ireland on the corner. Dribbles through and now reset at top the key with Overstreet. Back to Ireland at the left side wing. Met there by a double team. Goes back top the key. Ball tipped by Overstreet. And Ostrowski comes away with it for Wayne. He'll drive through. Goes right to the basket. And blocked by Overstreet. So a big defensive stop there initially by Geneva on this possession as Wayne will retain the ball here. 31 on their shot clock, 1:42 on the game clock. Ostrowski, the inbounder, he'll go into Blankenberg and now to Habecker and top of the key for Twist now. Twist guard by Ireland, man-to-man defense by the Panthers. Habecker with it, guarded by Green. Thought about using a screen, but doesn't. It's going to be a right move as they're going to get Geneva into a foul. Xavier Praler picks up the foul, his second, team second. Fresh 35 for Wayne on the shot clock, 1:33 game, 35 shot. Inbounding, Twist, goes to Blankenberg, now into the block for Ostrowski. Laying no good. He'll head to the line for 2. With fouls will be going against Praler once again here. And it will.
Are you a little surprised they didn't take that fresh shot clock and kind of run some time?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I would have done, but they kind of had the lane there available, so I don't necessarily hate it, I suppose. P.J. Ostrowski back to the line. First time since the first quarter, 0 for 2 in that trip. Reese is the first on this one, no good short. Means a 15-point advantage, 43-28. Ostrowski back with it now for his second of two. Takes his dribbles and releases. And no good, so 0 for 2 on that trip for number 30. And here come the Panthers the other way. Praler gets it off for Green now in the corner. He'll dribble back out right side wing. Trying to find some help and does with Overstreet at the top of the key. Guarded there man-to-man by Wayne. Now they've fallen into a zone. Green with it now. He'll drive through, gets a shot off, no good. Rebound Ostrowski. And the Wayne Eagles have possession with 1:10 to go. Blingenberg bringing it up, guarded by Larson Porter, and gets it above half court. He'll use the Warner screen, try and create some space. Try and maybe drain some clock. He ends off for twist. Now runs through the lane, number 1. Gets it back out to Hobecker and Ostrowski. Now top the key reset with Blingenberg. 15 on the shot clock, 52 on the game clock. Eagles are just trying to drain some clock here to finish out this game. Blingenberg will use a Warner screen, pull up jumper from the free throw line, no good. Gets his own rebound, second chance, no good. Ball tipped around. Ostrowski with it this time, no good, but he's going to head back to the line for 2. So Xavier Praler picks up his 4th, team 4th.
One thing that Cam also does a great job of is following his shot.
Yeah.
You know, when he knows it's going to be off, he chases for the rebound.
We'll have some substitutions coming in here, wholesale style for Geneva, so we'll get those in a second here as Ostrowski releases his first, no good, short. Okay, we'll have wholesale across multiple fronts here. Wayne will start with, because they're right in front of us, Corey Jones, Kalen Clark, Isaac White, and Jacob Judice comes in. For Geneva, 35, Giovanni Parmalee. Timmy Moore comes in as well. Ben Ireland remains in the game. Remy Carson. And Willingham comes in. Wayne will sub out Ostrowski here as he connects on his second of 2. And PJ Treasure will come in for Wayne, gets PJ Ostrowski. So PJ swapping out. Moore will bring it up court for Geneva with 35 to go in the game and 30 on the shot clock. Ireland with it now finds the cutting Willingham, drives through the lane, launches a lane, rattles out, no good, and brought in by Jones. Corey Jones bringing it up for Wayne on this possession, gets it up to Clark, now swings it over, three-pointer on the way from Treasure, no good, and rebound Ireland with 15 on the clock. Panthers here will just bring it up and try and get a bucket here from one of the guys who come in as a substitution. Top the key, Ireland with it. Now 5 on the clock, and it looks like the Panthers are just going to drain some clock here. He'll hand it off for Carson, back to Ireland, and that will do it from Geneva. Foul score 44-28. The Wayne Eagles come out on top over Geneva. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with our Little John Barbie Smiles and Style post-game show and our Chio's Pizzeria Restaurant player of the game. Don't go anywhere here on FingerLakes.com.
Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant. Order online at cicinos.com. Live, laugh, and eat well. It's the Italian way. DeSanto Propane. Since 1937, the difference has been DeSanto Propane. Riselli Northern, supporting local construction since 1929 with premium products and quality service. Dr. Jeffrey Halstead, DMD. Visit them online at CanandaiguaDentistry.com or find them on Facebook and Instagram. Generations Bank. Generations Bank, serving our communities since 1870. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Little John and Barbie Orthodontics. Check out Dr. Rod and Dr. Liz online at littlejohnortho.com.
Welcome back in, everybody, here on FingerLakes1.com. Russo and Kyle Evans here with you for our Little John Barbie Smiles with Style post-game show. Your final score, Wayne 44, Geneva 28, and we are joined by our Chichinos Pizzeria and Restaurant Player of the Game, Cam Blankenberg. Cam, congratulations on another great win and great game.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, so obviously congratulations on the win. You guys are now 10-2. You scored 19 points.
Yep.
You didn't reach the 20-point mark, which is crazy. That's only the second time all year.
Yeah.
You've been a key contributor all year. Your defense was outstanding. Handful of blocks, rebounds. What do you think has led to your success this year and how you've led the team almost every single game?
I think it starts in the offseason, putting in the work. When you're alone, fall ball, coach is putting us in fall ball, summer league, and I'm working almost every day in the court, and it leads to the season.
So before we get into the game itself, one question I did want to ask you, and I've been trying to get up here and get you guys, and I was hoping we'd get it last Friday, but we couldn't. What was it like going down to Florida in a unique situation, obviously a non-break tournament for you guys going down mid-season? What was some of the things that you were able to take from those 3 games and use so far through the rest of the season to get to this point?
Well, first it was the team bonding that I really liked. The chemistry, we were there for 3 days together. It was a great team bonding. But then the competition was a whole nother level we see down here. So it really brought another team in us, and we played very well, and you see it now. We're playing really well, and I think that's a lot from Florida, and very well by the boosters and our coaches to get us down there.
All right, let's get to the present. Game tonight, kind of already teed it up a little bit, 19 for you, but also just ended up being a really great overall game for you. I know you mentioned the offseason stuff and the fall ball and stuff, but for you guys as a team, when you guys are able to get out on a jump like that in a game like this and able to just carry the momentum throughout the game, what does that mean for you guys to push forward? Because frankly put, the first half for you guys is really what got you through the second half as well.
Yeah, it kind of deflated the team and deflated the crowd. So, and that's when we stick together and we keep pushing. And that first half going up 15 was big because it was kind of an even game going on through the second. So it was very big for us, and that's what coach is harping on, is getting out to early starts for us.
All right, before we get you out here, I do have to ask one question. I do want to go back to last Friday night. I'm assuming that was a first for you as well.
Yeah, it was a first.
So what was it like, I guess, for you guys as a team? Because as we noted a little bit during the coverage of today as well, it was halfway through halftime. You guys were about to break the locker room. What was it kind of like for you guys? And now looking forward to, say, next Wednesday even. I know you guys got a game before, but what's kind of like the mindset now having to deal with maybe a second half game and that's all you got?
I mean, you can't control that, but now we got to get together. We got to rewatch the film, and we got to key on some of the things that we were doing not so well, and then we got to bring together as a team and go into that game as what we were doing. We were getting hot and down low, dominating, and it's just the little things that kept Newark in the game. And I think coach will have a good game plan come time.
All right, Cam Blankenberg, congratulations on a great win and a great game. We'll be seeing you plenty more down the road here this season, so good luck the rest of the way, and we'll catch up with you later.
Thank you.
All right, congratulations. All righty, Cam Blankenberg, our Chichinos Pizza Restaurant Player of the Game. Kyle Evans and Paul Russo here with you back at the booth. Kyle, that wraps up the game from here tonight, 44-28. Pretty much all Wayne Eagle here tonight. I don't think it necessarily shows, though, what Geneva is the rest of the season. They just came up against, especially tonight, the better team on the night.
Yeah, they came out, a little bit of a slow start, and that put them in an early hole, and the offense just couldn't climb out of it in the second half, even though they did a really good job on the defensive side. Cam Blankenberg only 3 points in the second half. I'm sure that hasn't happened all year. Maybe the game, when they had the tournament a few weeks ago, but yeah, I would say there's some positive takeaways for Geneva in the second half, defensive-wise, but they got to pick up the scoring. You're not going to beat a Wayne team like this with 28 points.
So your final 44-28, Wayne over Geneva. Let's run through the scoring quickly. Cam Blankenberg leading the way for both teams with 19-11 for Aiden Twist. Really great game for the sophomore on both ends of the court.
Yeah, he matched P.J. Ostrowski's total. Probably his best game. I don't know. I don't have the exact stats, and not only was he scoring, he was doing it on the defensive side. That just seemed like all their players were focused in on defense tonight, and that's what led to a really good win.
As mentioned, the 11 for P.J. Ostrowski, 2 for Josh Warner, and 1 for Jonah Schechtel. On Geneva, a couple players tied leading the way, 6 apiece for Deshaun Willingham and Ben Ireland, 5 apiece for DePatrick Overstreet and Caden Larson-Porter, and 4 for Xavier Praler, 2 for Andrew Green. Kyle, I know you have one more scoring update, it looks like, from the games around the area tonight. Why don't you give it really quick?
Yeah, so we have a final, Bloomfield and Leroy, up in Leroy, 65-51. Leroy, the home team, secured the win. And then on the girls' side, we had Wayne fall just short, 66-64 to Edison at home. So.
All right, and I know you'll have the other scores up here, and we'll probably give or take an hour or so once you get home. So really appreciate you pulling double duty tonight, Kyle.
Yeah, we actually still have a game going from what I just looked at like seconds ago. Miners Waterloo still going.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So how about that? The rivalry going late into the night potentially. So for here at Finger Lakes 1, one more broadcast coming up this week game-wise. Palmac and Minders girls up in Palmac. Looking forward to getting with the students up in Palmac once again. And a little bit of a treat for everybody. We're bringing back our visual element for that game as well. So we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's always nice seeing the games up there. Great production crew. Obviously video you can watch if you'd like. So yeah, should be a great one. Like I said, two great teams, two well-coached teams. I would say Palmac or Minders would probably need to win more, considering they already have 2 losses. Palmac has 1, so big game for Minders, I would say.
Definitely, for sure. We'll look forward to that. Kyle, appreciate you as always doing the trek down. Another great game with you. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, can't believe we're mid-January already.
Yeah, crazy.
Yep.
Month away from sectionals.
Yep.
All right, so for Kyle Evans, everybody back at fingerlakes1.com, your foul from Geneva, Wayne 44, the Panthers 28. We'll talk again on Friday night. Paul Russo here signing off. Enjoy the week, everybody. Be safe, and until Friday night, enjoy and have some fun.